guys, it's Rachel from The Little Green Lamb, and today's a new segment of Book Memories. So if you're unaware, I'm still writing exams until next Wednesday, which is the 27th. So I'm not going to have regular bad back to me's till the week after that. And basically this book memory segment is a little bit like a review, but it's a review of the time spent reading the book. So instead of talking about the contents of the book necessarily in a review like you would and talking about like how you like the book, I'm talking about what I felt reading the book and my journey reading the books. So today I'm talking about Outlander and Dragonfly and Amber, which are the first and second books in the Outlander series. I accidentally forgot to grab Dragonfly and Amber from behind me, but it's in a stack behind me and it's at the bottom, so I'm not going to pick that up, but you guys know. So basically, this one's not going to be as long as the Preludes because I've only read these two books completely in the series. In the Outlander series, I'm currently on the third book. I'm around page 500, I believe, and I hope to finish it this summer considering I started it last June. Not that I don't like it, it's just so many things have been distracting me. So, Outlander. So, basically, my story around this book and how I picked it up. So, at school, my friend Jenny, she was just talking about the show called Outlander, and I'd seen it on iTunes. And I was getting Outlander confused with, I think, Sleepy Hollow. I think, something like that. And maybe from the picture, and then I heard time traveling, and I was like, oh, is this like another time traveling sci-fi show? Because, like, not that time traveling doesn't interest me, but I don't watch a lot of shows of it. I don't know why, I just don't. Not that I have anything against it. And she was talking about, like, how great the show was and stuff. And then I remember it was Easter weekend, because Easter was in April, I believe, last year, because this was last year. I believe it was April, or it was like late March. I think that was April because it was March this year, so that makes sense. Anyway, my sister and me usually walk to the plaza most years, like on Easter weekend, because I'd have Good Friday off and Easter Monday typically when I was in high school, except for in university. You don't have Easter Monday off, well at least I don't, which sucked one year because I had to write an exam and it was dreadful. Dreadful. Because it was also my hardest exam. But besides the point, that was not last year. That was the year before. And we went to the bookstore, and I was looking kind of for the Outlander books because I'd heard of them, and I forget somebody who was following, I think In the Book Corner. She has a YouTube channel. I forget what her actual name is, but that's her YouTube channel. I think she was reading it, and somebody else was reading it on my, like, Goodreads, follows the Goodreads main page. Anyway, a lot of my friends were reading it, so I went to go check out the book in the store, and I saw this one, and they're having a deal 2 for $15 of the mass market paperback, which one mass market paperback is $12.99, so I was like, I might as well try the series, because not only is it a good deal, it's been getting a lot of rave, and yeah. So I picked it up on a whim, and then Easter weekend, I think I read to page, the first day I read to page 50, I remember, because we went out for dinner on the Saturday night, because it was a Saturday night, and I remember reading in the car to the restaurant and then reading back because we go, like, it's a long drive to the one we go to. And then I remember, like, coming home, reading a bit, and then Easter I remember reading quite a lot. Like, I think I read up to page 400. Like, I was reading like crazy. I brought into school Monday, and I remember sitting, I was meeting my friend Jenny, and I think it was after my critical thinking class. And I was sitting on the Italian benches, which is the place in our school where we had Italian class in the classroom, so the benches outside, we called them the Italian benches. So I was sitting there, and I remember talking to her about it because she saw me, like, reading it, and I was like, this is so good. I was like, I'm so happy you mentioned the TV show because, like, I would never have picked up the book, I don't think, if I hadn't had not only recommendations online, but recommendations from a friend. So reading this, I was also studying for exams. So my studying methods for exams, sometimes the chapters, like, I don't get to every reading in school because there's so many. So some chapters I actually just wait, like if I miss them, I skip to the next week. So like if I miss 1 week, and then I read them to prepare for the exam. So I'm still technically reading them just later than I was supposed to. And when I was when I was doing like my exam prep, so usually I study for an hour and then I take a 15-minute break and then do another hour, and I time it all on my phone. And in my 15-minute break, I was like, should I have lunch or should I read some more Outlander? Not a hard decision. I'll read some more Outlander. And I remember just reading it and being very hungry and cranky reading it because I was studying and I was hungry. So two things. And I finished this in a week. And for studying for exams, having a holiday, and just general busyness, it was phenomenal for me to finish this in a week considering it's close to 900 pages and it's pretty small, like, font. It's not too bad, I guess, in a mass market paperback. And then I remember I took, like, I think right after that, because after the ending of this, I was like, I need to read Dragonfly and Amber, because it left off on like a, I don't know if it left off necessarily a cliffhanger, or I wanted to know what was going to happen, and then I started reading the second book, and then I needed to know more. And I read the second book pretty quickly, I think, in all grand scheme of things for how big the book is. I think it took me 2.5 weeks. I don't have as many memories reading that. I just remember reading that. I think I started before I started The Heir by Kira Cass, the 4th book in the Selection series. And then I continued it after. And I remember after I finished Dragonfly and Amber, I picked up the Princess Diaries series and read those. But these are kind of like the feelings I had around this. Like, I just remember it being a really good time. Like, even though I was studying for exams, this made it like way better. Normally I wouldn't pick up a new book to read during exams, but it did make it better. And then Dragonfly and Amber has such a special place in my heart because just like reading it before the Princess Diaries, or reading it while I was on vacation and I was relaxed and I was not stressed out or going crazy, it was just good. So those are the kind of like memories associated, like how I, like the memories about how I read the book and what was going on in my life around then. And the second book, the one thing I was doing when I was reading this, so my best friend borrowed Outlander from me, and then she got her own copy, and she got the same deal as me, so she got Dragonfly and Amber at the same time, and she has not read it yet. And I'm like, if you've read Dragonfly and Amber, like, you know what happens. But I was like, you have to read the first, like, I think 30 pages to see, like, this shocking thing, because, like, she gets way more emotional than me with books, so I just want to see, I was like, I literally told her, I was like, I want to see your world shatter. Like, I wanted to see her read it and just see her reaction. Like, I know it's kind of cruel if you've read it, but honestly, I was like, this is going to be great. Because she's going to flip out, because she'll have a good reaction. And I was like, I need to film this so we can, like, rewatch it, and maybe I'll like, if I film it, if she reads in front of me and I film it, and there's, like, a crazy reaction, I might insert it in my YouTube video if she lets me. Because it'd be great. But those are the two things I'm thinking of. And also, Jenny, who I mentioned also before in this video, so Jenny, if you're watching this, hey. Basically, she's also started reading, she read the first book. I think she started reading the second book. I'm not sure she got to the end of that, but we were discussing that too. So that's another good memory I have about that. We were texting about it for a while, and it was really fun because not only talking to you guys about it, but talking to somebody that I've actually, like, know in real life that I can talk to without a screen being attached. So yes, that is my memories of Outlander. Yeah, please don't spoil the other books for me. But if you guys want to talk about Outlander, Dragonfly, and Amber, and like your memories surrounding it, or any other memories of book series, or if you have any book series of mine that you saw a review on and you want me to do book memories, and if I do have significant book memories, I could do them, you could definitely leave your requests. And yes, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.